Another set of guests here. Parker Lewis, an All-American kicker who has come in early as well, and he's joined by Pepe, a defensive tackle from St. John Bosco, a great program down here in the Southland. Jordan Moore, Sean Cody with him as well. We got a full setup here, guys. I'll start you with the same one I started the other guys with. Why USC? That's obviously the question this time of year when you guys had so many places you could have gone.
Yeah, USC for me was honestly a dream school. It was my first offer, and I literally committed on spot. They've got everything, like their motto, faith, family, football. Love that. Coach Helton, fell in love with Coach Helton. It's a great, academic institution with one of the best business schools in the country, and that was one of the things I wanted to get out of USC. So it was the perfect fit for me.
But you, Kobe? Kobe, hit that red button in front of you. There we go.
My bad. It was almost the same. It was one of my dream schools growing up, but it was my last offer, not my first offer. But it was I fell in love with Coach Chad. I'm kind of devastated that he had to leave. But I'm excited to what Coach Helton and Coach Orlando is going to do with us.
Kobe, talk about your senior year a little bit. Big year for your guy, your team. You win the championship, and you have a great season. You had, 74 tackles on the year. That's a lot of tackles for a defensive tackle. You must be running around. Talk about your game a little bit as a defensive tackle and what you might bring to the Trojan family.
I'm sorry. My senior year, I try to work on more of my pass rush, my get-offs, and coming here, I think I'm gonna try to follow up on, Marlon, Jay, and Brandon Peely. They've been taking me under their wing, learn after them, but I'm gonna try to, build up my strength and see what I can do on the field for them.
Parker, what's your background in terms of kicking? Were you a guy that was a big soccer player growing up and you transitioned to football, or were you always going to be a football kicker or punter?
Yeah, so I played competitive soccer for about 9 years, and then going into 8th grade, I got kind of sick of soccer, so I tried out for the Pop Warner team, and then just went all the way through high school just being a kicker punter.
How do you think you can help special teams the most? Obviously, you're a kicker. What attributes are you going to bring to the special teams unit?
Honestly, I don't really know how to answer that because I don't really know how the system's going to be able to run with me. So
yeah, you guys still need a special teams coach. You got to figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you a big leg? You put it out there.
Yeah.
What's your forte as a kicker?
What do you mean forte?
What do you bring to that unit, man? Can you just bomb them out there?
Yeah.
What's your specialty, man? What are you known for? When you think of Parker Lewis, what are people thinking back in Arizona?
Oh, man? Power
Yeah. Kicker, that bomb. People go, ooh.
Yeah.
When that ball kicks?
Yeah.
That's how you know a good kicker.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh.
Yeah.
Do you plan on competing for kicker and punter, or are you going to focus more on kicking?
Definitely more on kicking, but I'm just trying to be the Ben's a stud, so I'm just going to try to be the best backup for Ben possible.
Kobe, we were talking to the receivers about entering an experienced room, and you mentioned it. That's you too. I mean, you got guys like J. Tufele, Marlon Tuipulotu, Brandon Peely. A lot of football under those guys, big dudes. What's it like for you entering that room and having a lot of guys that you can really learn from?
I think it's a blessing. Going through these past 3 weeks, working out, conditioning with them teaching me, the ways of the Trojan way, and I think that it's going to help me in the future.
Kobe, tell us a little bit about your game. I've seen you on film. You can run around. You got some good pass rush instincts. But talk about those 74 tackles. A defensive tackle typically is not making that many plays. You must, pattern yourself on having high motor, high effort kind of guy. Because in order to get that many tackles, you got to be running on the field, right?
Yeah. That's what I prided myself on, playing at the line of scrimmage or past line of scrimmage, where making tackles for loss. But also, my defensive coordinator, our defensive coordinator really made our scheme, my scheme, gave me assignments to where I'll be able to make plays. So, and my teams as well helped me a lot.
Parker, you ever seen the movie Field of Dreams?
No, I've heard about it though.
Okay, a famous movie. You should see it. A great movie. But there's a character in it, who was an old baseball player, but never got his chance to bat. He just had one inning in the field, never got up to bat, and then his career ended. I was reading your story today, and your grandfather was supposed to come to USC.
Right.
And then what happened?
So my grandfather, it's kind of crazy because we both got offered like same time, like junior year, and we're both committed. But the last game in his senior year at St. Mary's in the late 1950s.
Yeah, this is 1948, I believe.
Yeah,
is what we have written
1940s, 1950. Yeah, he they don't have the medical technology that they do now. So he tore his shoulder, and they didn't have the technology to like repair it like they can now. So his football career was over. So it was like really cool, when I got offered to also say like I'm finishing the scholarship.
Yeah.
And never got to
It's a chance to fulfill his dream a little bit.
Exactly.
It's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, talk about Ben. You mentioned Ben Griffiths a little bit. I always thought, interesting story for him. He's, I think he's 45 years old or something like that. But I'm sure it's an interesting experience for a young man yourself. You meet a guy, he's 27, 28 years old, and he's been through a lot in life. What's any messages he's given you so far? You guys have only been around a couple of weeks, but you've talked to him a little bit. What's your takeaway from Ben?
Definitely leadership, and our team group, level 3, he's definitely taken on kind of like a big role of like being a leader. I think that comes with his age and his like maturity. So definitely being vocal and kind of showing like even though you're a specialist, you can still be a leader and a role model.
And you're the fittest group of specialists because of him. It used to be we go to practice and the kickers would just sort of mess around. They'd be juggling footballs on the sideline. Ever since Ben Griffiths got here, it's just nothing but sprints when you're not on the field. And Ben looks like he could take someone's head off if he goes for a tackle. So, that's a little bit of a different standard.
Right, absolutely.
Kobe, I had a quick question for you. With your first name, are you named after Kobe Bryant?
Yes, I am.
What was your? Obviously that's been a part of your life then this whole way. What's it been like the last week or so, whatever it's been, where obviously that's been on the forefront of everyone's mind.
I mean, yeah, everybody. It was devastating here. I just got back. I went home that weekend. I came back and my dad's a huge Kobe Bryant fan. And he called me. He was like, "Hey man, he passed away." And it was a pretty sad moment for us, But it's been good though. I mean, not for that,
but to have that legacy to carry on, it's pretty cool in this city.
Yeah, both of you kind of without coaches yet, and we talked to Coach Clay earlier. He's trying to move in the direction, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, get someone for you guys. How much do you lean on those guys in your rooms, in your group right now for leadership, and not knowing who's going to be your coach or what kind of things you're going to get into, and just talking to those guys and learning from them? What for you first, Kobe? What do you got?
I mean, like I said about Jay, Marlon, and Brandon Peely, I'm just following them right now, in the workouts and the running. They're kind of pushing me in the way where I need to be, and I think that's going to help me a lot.
Parker, for you?
Yeah, it's similar because we've only really been we're lifting in the morning, so I'm really only with them when we do conditioning, and it's conditioning in our groups, not really as a specialist as a whole. So just kind of following their lead.
Yeah, last one for me, Kobe. You play at St. John Bosco, which has become such a national powerhouse. What's that experience like? And you feel like that better prepares you for what you have to do here? Playing at such a high level program.
I think Bosco really helped me for that transition into college right now. Because they take football very seriously.
Yeah.
It's like a very high profile school. So I mean, I'm just excited to get started.
We're looking forward to both you guys getting started. Spring football will get going in about a month from now, and these guys will be on the field early. They enrolled for the spring so they can start competing for spots. Kobe Pepe, defensive tackle, and Parker Lewis, a new kicker. Thank you guys for joining us. Up next, Sean's going to teach us all about the new defense under Todd Orlando. This is Trojans Live.